Okay, so we're here to fix a clogged or broken mister. Usually if the mister's not working, if it's your very first time turning it on, it could be a kink, but the installer should have checked that. So usually it's a clog in the line. A lot of times if you haven't turned it on in a while and the kids plug in the hose, or you plug in the hose and you don't flush it first, it'll send, if there's a bug or anything up in there, it can clog the line. So we're gonna show you how to declog the line and fix your mist system. So first thing you wanna do is you'll take this out a little bit, you unscrew it just a little bit and take it out about an inch. And then you unscrew the mister from the line. You might have to hold it because they're screwed on with threads. And then you'll turn the water on and see if water comes out of the little hose. So water's not coming out. That means I have a clogged line and I need to replace the cone and find the clog. If water is shooting out really nice and good, then I just need to replace the mister. It means there's just a clogged mister. If you're just replacing a mister, that's easy. You just screw the new mister on. So this is the old one, this is the new one. And you'll put a few threads in, then you'll push it up flush and then finish screwing it in. You want to be careful and not lose the line inside, and you just keep screwing it in until it's tight. That's nice and tight. So that's a new mister. If the line is clogged and you replace the mister and the line is still not getting water, you need to replace the cone. That's usually where the clog happens. You'll take a chisel. There's usually a little bit of glue under this cap that you have to pop. And once you get the cap up, you can slide this back a ways so that you can get at the cone. The cone's gonna be down inside there. Here's what the cone will look like. It's screwed onto the 3/4 inch pipe that goes down the post. There's a line that goes to your swing beam. There's a line that may go to your other bridge, and then there's a line that's going to go up to your roof. Sometimes there's just two if you have a single tower, sometimes there's three. This one has three. So all I'm going to do is reach my hand down inside the post and unscrew the cone, and then it will come off. You want to put a towel on there because this vinyl is really sharp. So before you reach down, you put a towel on. Then you can reach your hand in there. It's a little tight. I'm grabbing the top of the cone, unscrewing it. So now I have the cone out, and you can just pull it on up. And that's what it looks like. So we have this line going to the roof. This line's going to a swing beam, and this line's going to the other tower. So there's three different lines. Usually your clog's gonna be somewhere in here. You can see this one was kinked. So that might be where my clog is. Someone who shoved it down in, maybe the installer accidentally kinked the hose. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and replace this whole piece. And in order to do that, all I have to do is cut my lines and reattach them. So I'm gonna turn it just like it looks. And I'm going to cut my lines and reattach them. This one, you want to make sure not to lose these down the pipe though, so you want to hold on to them up here. So I'll do a small cut here, small cut here, and then I'm just going to go ahead and put this new one on just like it was. Oops. Those, they just push on really hard. Might have to wiggle them just a little bit. There's that one. There's that one, pushing it on. Back and forth. You just want to make sure it goes all the way on. So that's on. And then the top piece goes to the roof. So I have plenty of slack. I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. And cut this one. Your bag comes with a little coupler, they call it, to connect them. It looks like that, just a single coupler. So now I've got the old one off. There we go. Attaching the coupler. Again, you just kind of screw it on until it goes all the way on. This is the roof one. And then you'll reattach this down onto the line by screwing it in. And that post is just sitting down in there. And you want to try not to kink the hoses if you can get them to wrap around. There we go. Alright. And you're just finding it. You can't really see, so you just have to. It just goes hand tight. So I screwed it on as good as I could. All your lines, I'm just going to look in to make sure nothing looks kinked. They look good. They all just look like they're coming off. And then before I put the cap on, I'm going to go ahead and turn the water on and make sure water is shooting out of where the misters are and flush it out. So you can take the misters off and flush the system.
So we took off the mister head from the roof. Now we're going to turn it on, make sure water's coming out. Like it's coming out.
So now it's all back on, the mister's back on. Now I just screw the cap back on. I want to put this in carefully so it doesn't kink. Just try to roll it up, and the cap slides back down and right back on. And it should be all good.